Sunflower oil. Light, golden, and essential to millions of kitchens around the world. But how exactly does a sunflower turn into the clear liquid found on store shelves? The journey is far more complex, precise, and fascinating than most people realize. It all begins in the early 18th century when sunflower seeds, native to North America, gained prominence in Eastern Europe, particularly Ukraine and Russia. By the 19th century, the sunflower had become a primary oilseed crop. Today, it fuels a global industry valued at over $20 billion. At the heart of it all are sunflower seeds, compact powerhouses of oil. These seeds are harvested from fields after the sunflowers reach full maturity. A typical sunflower head holds up to 2,000 seeds. Once harvested, the seeds are dried to reduce moisture content, which helps prevent mold and improves oil yield during pressing. Trucks bring the dried seeds to massive industrial plants. Here, they're cleaned thoroughly to remove dust, stalks, stones, or other debris. Powerful vibrating screens, air classifiers, and magnets ensure that only pure seeds enter the next phase. This cleaning step is crucial. Even a small impurity can affect oil quality and processing efficiency. Next, the seeds are dehulled, their outer shell removed using mechanical rollers and separation systems. The kernel inside is what contains the oil. Once hulled, the kernels are lightly crushed to break down the cell walls, making oil extraction easier. Crushing also helps to preheat the material, slightly raising the temperature and beginning the separation process. From here, the crushed seeds move into the pressing stage. In traditional cold pressing, oil is squeezed out using mechanical pressure, a method that retains nutrients but results in lower yields. In industrial setups, however, a method called expeller pressing is used. Large screw presses apply tremendous force to squeeze out every drop of oil from the seeds. The remaining byproduct, called seed cake, still contains some oil and is sent for further extraction. To recover that remaining oil, factories use a technique called solvent extraction. The seed cake is mixed with a food-safe solvent, usually hexane, which pulls out the remaining oil from the solids. This mixture then undergoes distillation, where heat evaporates the hexane, separating it from the oil. The hexane is recycled, and the oil continues to the refining stage. At this point, the oil is raw, filled with natural waxes, gums, free fatty acids, and sometimes unwanted odors or pigments. While it's technically edible, it lacks the clarity, color, and flavor most consumers expect. The refining process begins with degumming, where water or acid is added to separate out natural gums. Then comes neutralization, where an alkali solution removes free fatty acids that can turn rancid. After that, bleaching is done using natural earth clays, which filter out pigments and impurities. Finally, deodorization removes any unpleasant smells using high-pressure steam under vacuum. The result? A crystal-clear, neutral-smelling oil ready for use. But before it's packed, it undergoes strict quality control. Samples from each batch are analyzed in labs for parameters like acid value, moisture content, peroxide level, and color index. Trained chemists ensure the oil meets safety and purity standards, both national and international. If a batch fails even one test, it's either reprocessed or discarded. No shortcuts are allowed. Only after passing these checks is the oil ready for packaging. Giant tanks feed the finished oil into high-speed filling machines. Bottles, often made of PET plastic or glass, are sterilized and lined up by the thousands. Nozzles dispense exact volumes, typically 500 milliliters, 1 liter, or 5 liters. Lids are sealed using vacuum capping systems, and every bottle is printed with batch numbers and expiry dates for full traceability. Labels are applied, boxes are formed and packed, and entire pallets are shrink-wrapped for transport. From there, the sunflower oil heads to supermarkets, hotels, bakeries, and homes ready for frying, baking, or drizzling on a fresh salad. But here's a fact that might surprise you. It takes about 2.5 kilograms of sunflower seeds to produce just 1 liter of oil. That's a lot of raw material for every bottle. And globally, farmers grow over 50 million tons of sunflower seeds annually to meet demand, much of it in Ukraine, Russia, Argentina, and the European Union. Another lesser-known detail, sunflower oil has one of the highest concentrations of vitamin E among all edible oils. It's also naturally free from trans fats and cholesterol, making it a favorite in health-conscious markets. Yet, behind this seemingly simple product is a tightly controlled industrial ecosystem, from seed selection and harvest timing to temperature precision during refining. Even slight variations in weather, soil, or storage can impact the final outcome. Sunflower oil isn't just a cooking ingredient. It's also used in cosmetics, paints, biodiesel, and even pharmaceutical formulations. Its mild flavor and high smoke point make it versatile, but its manufacturing process is anything but simple. So, the next time you pour a little golden oil into your frying pan, remember, you're witnessing the result of decades of agricultural development, chemical engineering, mechanical precision, and global supply chain coordination all packed into a single bottle. If you've found this video useful, press that subscribe button below, or at least just like the video.